phone, which definitely meant she hated me even more now. This was an ominous start to the evening. "Sorry, I'm so sorry. Just a Rainier." She plopped the can on the counter and wordlessly stuck out her hand for my card. After I handed it over with what I hoped was my most charming, "So sorry again, I am gonna tip you so hard," smile, I slinked back to our table. Well, my table, currently. Should I make Uber table now, to make sure we had it? Except, with Claire and Court out, that meant their weird neighbors likely wouldn't come either, which sucked, because even though they were fucking weird, they reliably provided at least half of our most memorable Moonies moments. With a groan, I remembered Nate was out of town, too, so he and whatever randoms he normally pulled in were also out. We might not even have to shove an obnoxious number of tables together at all. I slumped down into my seat at my singular table, accompanied by my cold can of lager and my friend, Instagram, which I definitely had already caught up on while I was eating cheesy puffs in my apartment. Sigh, Twitter it was. Things only began to look up when Kiki, the karaoke jockey, walked by on her way to her station 15 minutes later and gave me a wave. I smiled back. Kiki was without a doubt our favorite KJ. She liked us, didn't let the same people hog the mic over and over, and was cute as hell. I was pissed Claire and Court were missing out on a Kiki night. Their loss for deciding to raise spawn. I'd finished off my Rainier by the time another text of doom appeared on my phone, this time from Ray. "I am so sorry. If I don't get this brief done this weekend, I am royally screwed." So, Claire, Court, weird neighbors, Nate, Nate's randoms, and Ray were officially missing out on a Kiki night. I stared at the sparkly letters that adorned the wall next to me, that had adorned this wall for all of eternity. "Happy birthday," they shouted, seemingly at anyone, the D long missing. At Mooney's, every day was someone's birthday. It had become a phrase of affection amongst my friends and me, particularly at the drunken end of a karaoke night, shouting it at each other nonsensically. "Happy birthday!" But clearly, the likelihood of birthday proclamations tonight appeared dim. With everyone else out, the only friends who remained were Steve, whom I loved but who refused to sing at karaoke, which lessened the fun a bit, and Kelsey. And you truly never knew if Kelsey was going to ever actually show to an event or not. Which would be annoying with anyone else, but Kelsey was so fucking hysterical whenever she did decide to show that her flakiness was instantly forgiven every time. Even if she did show tonight, me, Kelsey, and Steve would be kind of an odd group, missing too much of the glue of everyone else. Best to bail now for the good of the order. I stood, moving toward the bar. Man, Butch bartender was going to be pissed when I closed out on a $4 tab. But then the door opened. I was already at the bar when she walked in. I sucked in a breath. Lemon yellow dress tonight, splashed all over with large blood-red poppies. Her shoulders were draped in a velvet jacket the same shade of red as the flowers on her dress. Although the jacket didn't hide the neckline of said dress, which dipped low in a glorious V, framing her breasts perfectly. She laughed as her group walked to their table, and I caught a bright, brief glimpse of it. Straight white teeth framed by cherry-red lipstick, curving around an exhalation of mirth before she turned away. She was wearing thick hoop earrings, sea green, just enough of a color contrast to the rest of her outfit to look clever. When she turned, I could see glitter on her cheeks, sparkling gold even under the dim lights. She always looked good. But fuck, she looked good tonight. Another? Butch bartender had caught me unawares again, and when she held up another sweating can of Rainier, I nodded, like the miserable human being I was. I scooted back to my table, telling myself it was not super creepy to nurse another beer for the sole purpose of getting to hear my karaoke crush sing her signature opening song. I mean, I did put on pants and everything for this outing. It would be sad if I left before I even heard one song, especially if it was hers. My karaoke crush, or Casey as I called her in my head, being that my brain always forgot her actual name, being that we had never actually talked to